Hello everyone and welcome back to The Bright Side. I'm your host, Alec Hansen. On today's episode, we have home equity lending on the rise, an amazing sales manager giving back to his community, and Braden Hatch, a loan officer who's killing it on social media. That plus tips on how to make your content look and sound its best. Let's take a look at The Bright Side.
Legacy, my destiny is up to me, fighting through these troubled lives. Victory shall arise. This market shall pass away. I choose positivity. Open up those blue skies. This is the bright side.
Here's today's top stories. After sharply rising for 2 years, U.S. home prices are beginning to stabilize. Oklahoma, Iowa, and Alaska are at the top of the list as the most stable. Meanwhile, least stable Nevada has been threatening to cut its own bangs. Next up, home equity may just be the hottest product in lending. The number of new lines of credit secured by home equity is up 41% year over year. Some experts are calling it a surge. Last time I had a surge was in the early 90s, followed swiftly by a colonoscopy. This February, home builder confidence for newly built single-family residences rose from 7 points to 42. Those are the largest monthly gains in over a decade. Well, second largest when you're talking about these gains. Who knows? Those are our top stories. Now to give you some tips on how to make your content better, let's turn it over to correspondent reporter Alex Hansen. Alec Hansen. Yes, that is my name. No, whatever. I'm Alec Hansen with a C.
Bruh.
Today's tip of the day is simple. Let's make your content look good and sound good by upgrading your gear. You don't have to have a whole studio setup. All you need is a good camera. You don't even need one as nice as this. This will work just fine. Oh, please stop. And a good microphone. Without a good camera, your video quality is going to look like this. If you look like this, it's hard for people to take you seriously. Oh, there it is. There we go. I'm a fan of the Insta360 webcam. It's got great image quality, it'll track your face, and it's USB operable. Plug it in, and you're ready to go. Ooh, looks like Alex needs a breather. Let's kick it over to Alec B. Hansen in the field. What? We're live. Thanks, Alec. Alec B. Hansen here in the field. First, I want to start off with apologizing for the technical difficulties of last episode's scenario. I was told it will not happen again. Pobity's nerfed. And I'm back to kick off my in-depth analysis to bring you all the... Sorry to cut you off there, Alec B., but it looks like Alex Hansen is feeling better and ready to continue with his tips and tricks.
Okay, but you're coming back to me later in the show, right?
Over to you, Alex. Still not my name, bro. Anyways, as I was saying, audio matters, and you can get some stellar audio from this baby right here, a Blue Yeti mic. And again, it's USB plug and play. Have you noticed how clear my voice is right now? Without a good microphone, your audio will sound like this. You hear all this extra noise? What would you rather have? This.
Or this, or this.
This.
Or this. What's happening? Why is this?
So go get yourself an Insta360 camera and a Yeti Blue microphone. Up your content game so you can look and sound like this instead of...
Back to you in the studio, Alec. Please, begging you.
Thanks, Alex. Great work as always. You're always helping people step up their game. Now a word from our sponsor. This episode is sponsored by a 2-pack. 2 for 1. Just give them half. I'm not reading it. Fine. Sponsor is Drip Campaign. I'm not doing it. Now let's head back to Alec B. Hansen in the field.
No, I don't know, Mom. Like, I'm prepared. I got the information. Something's going on in the studio. We're back. Oh, thanks, Alex. Phew. I'm so glad you cut back to me. I've been starting to think you're doing this on purpose.
Sorry there, Alec B. Hansen. No time for chit-chat. I've just been told that our investigative reporter, Alec Navar, is hitting the streets live with his partner Hatson with some groundbreaking news.
Thanks, Alec. I'm Alec Noir, and I'm here to tell you it's all bad. But Alec, what about that puppy we just saw sharing an ice cream cone with a child? Germs, Hatson. Germs everywhere. Cute germs, sir. Enough about the puppy. Let's talk about this terrible market. Do you remember when rates were in the 2s and 3s? Now they're in the 6s and 7s. But boss, weren't the rates in the 10s 30 years ago? And doesn't that mean that even though rates are up from 2 years ago, that they're still at historic lows? Ignore the rates. Folks, when it comes to the market, it's all about competition. Lenders versus lenders, as far as the eye can see. 2020, the consumers came straight to us for refinances. Now, the leads are all snatched up. It's drier than the Prohibition era. Boss, what about Mose Gatling? Alec interviewed her last episode, and she seems to be doing really well. What are you talking about? You know, she just kept on working hard and doing her job, and her numbers are fantastic. It's too complicated now. You got to deal with this whole social media thing and figuring out video. You're never going to catch me doing any of that ticky-tock choreography. Gee, boss, I didn't realize taking out your phone a couple times a week to say hi to your friends, clients, and realtor partners is such a burden. I usually don't even dance. I just like to wish people a happy birthday, like this. What's up, Janine? I really had so much fun with you during our investigative reporting series, and I just hope you're having the best day ever. Take care. I bet it doesn't even work. But boss, ain't social media video the most commonly used format in content marketing? Don't they account for more than 82% of all consumer internet traffic? Haven't 77% of social media marketers said that social marketing has been effective for them? Watson, how do you come up with all those numbers? Power of social media, boss. As you can see, the world's a dark place. Boss, we're sitting in the middle of the noonday sun. The market is unprecedented. 1837, 1929, 1974, 2008? And there's nothing you can do about it. Well, nothing at all. Back to you, Alec.
Insightful stuff there, Alec Noir and Hatson. Speaking of mortgage professionals using social media to up their game, joining us today from Hatchman Loans is Braden Hatch in today's Sunshine Spotlight. Braden, we're talking about the power of social media. So let's dive right in. When did you decide to go all in on social media?
So pretty recently, actually. It was at an event that I attended in Vegas. I was already doing, some social media, but having Gary Vee talk about the amount of volume that you needed to put out there consistently in order to be seen was really eye-changing to me. Because, it started with like, oh, I'll do a video a week or a video every other day. No, it's like 10 to 12 videos per day. And so when he said that, it was just like, I'm not even scratching the surface. And so from literally, I texted my assistant right then and there, and I was like, throw every single video we have up on YouTube Shorts right now. And we're going to start implementing this where we're doing it every single day on every platform. And honestly, since then, it's been wild.
Two-part question for you, Braden. What hurdles did you experience when you started? And what'd you do to overcome them?
After a very poor attempt of trying to edit my very first video, which probably took me 5 hours, could not get it to format correctly. It ended up being like this big, and it was all blurry, and it was straight garbage. It was bad. And so I realized then and there I needed help. And so luckily I have a friend who was just kind of dabbling in the video editing. And so I reached out to him, and I'm like, dude, how much would you charge me just to edit a few videos here and there? And it started out small, and then obviously once we started to do this full time, he's on retainer now, so he gets paid every single week for the videos that he does for me. So that was a huge help, because editing is its own beast. I was not cut out for it, so I hired someone for that.
Braden, how are you leveraging outside help now, and how do you decide what to outsource and what to do yourself?
Yeah, so my biggest partner right now is my video editor. He also comes and films for me now. So we have a standing appointment every Thursday at 4 o'clock to film. And honestly, we only shoot for about 2 hours. I already have the ideas already planned. And we took that really simple concept of, making one video, but then turning it into several other ones so we can maximize our time. So I I put out a new YouTube episode every single week as far as like a long form content, anywhere between 5 to sometimes 30 minutes long on these videos. So every single week we're getting, at least 1 to 2 episodes, sometimes 3 for YouTube in that long form content. And then he'll usually be able to get anywhere from, 10 to 20 clips that are less than, 60 seconds that we can post on social.
Braden, one final question. What have been some noticeable wins that social media has added to your career?
So most recently, with this ridiculous market shift that we had August, September of last year, where everything just kind of, the sky was straight up falling. My referrals got almost shut off. Like, it was a faucet of referrals coming in from real estate agents, and it just kind of stopped. Because they stopped getting business. And so what I noticed is I've started focusing even more on interacting on social media during that time frame. So still putting the videos out like I always do, but making a conscious effort to like reach out to real estate agents, comment on it, reply to everybody that commented on mine, or thank you for sharing, whatever it is, just being a bigger part of the actual community part of the social media. And since I started doing that, a lot of people are asking me right now how I'm getting all these credit pulls and new applications. I'm getting on average anywhere between 3 to 5 leads a week just from social media, DMs, and it's not one specific platform. Sometimes it's TikTok, sometimes it's Facebook, sometimes it's YouTube. And so that's why it's important to be on every single one of those platforms, because I'm just getting leads right and left. It's kind of crazy how it's happening right now. I'm getting more self-sourced business than I've ever had in my entire career.
Braden, you're doing amazing things, and thank you for coming here today and sharing it with everybody. Let's keep the positivity going and turn it over to Al Chanson with The Bright Side Worldwide. Thanks, Alec and Braden. Al Chanson here, and this is The Bright Side Worldwide. First up, a heartwarming home building tale. As a mortgage professional, branch manager Derek Bickle is well versed in the journey to homeownership. That's why when he and his team donated their time to Habitat for Humanity, running into complications with building ADUs didn't stop them. Derek's team and loanDepot were able to work with the State Bond Agency and the Habitat for Humanity organization to find some solutions. After months of lobbying, they found a way to make it work for all sides to support the affordable housing efforts. Because of Derek and his team, they just celebrated the 200th family who have made the dream of homeownership a reality. Thanks, Derek, for your commitment to doing what's right and helping those in need. Next up is Harris Baker, a sales manager from Montgomery, Alabama, who's been named the Alabama Housing Finance Authority's 2022 Lender of the Year. And that title means a lot to the community too. The AHFA has a signature step-up program that offers down payment assistance to lower-income Alabama residents. Through this program, Harris has helped teachers, nurses, truck drivers, retail workers, military members, and many more achieve their dream of homeownership. Thank you, Harris, and congratulations on becoming the Lender of the Year. And finally, if you still need more positivity in your life, look no further than Philip Bowen, or should we say, listen. He's a multi-instrumentalist, but his star instrument is the fiddle. And whether it's one of his spectacular covers or an original composition, the joy Philip brings is infectious. He started playing the fiddle at age 4, and now nearly 1 million people on TikTok are enjoying it with him. Thanks, Philip, for all the music and positivity you put out into the world. Back to you, Alec. Thanks for the good news, Al. The only bad news is we've reached the end of our time. But stay tuned for more good news next time. I'm Al Chanson.
I'm Alec Hansen. I'm Alec the
And I'm Alec Hansen. And you're listening to Philip Bowen on the strings. I'll see you next time on The Bright Side.